be at work. I'll tell you, I had an incident at home last night. I didn't tell you this, Guillermo. Well, it didn't really happen at home. It happened in school. So on Sunday night, I made our kids, who are 4 and 7, Billy and Jane, their lunches. I packed the lunch. It was an apple sliced up, yogurt packet, one of those, some popcorn, and a wow butter and honey sandwich. You know, peanuts are not allowed at schools anymore because of allergies, so now we feed them wow butter. We have no idea what it is, but we give it to them. So I packed the lunch, and then I add a note for my son Billy. I draw a little Spider-Man, and Jane loves the song Girl on Fire by Alicia Keys, so in her lunch, I reference that song. Now, I should also add, I'm 54 years old, and I can't see anymore I can't read without glasses on, but when I wrote the notes, I didn't have glasses on, so I didn't notice that the pad I grabbed to write on had the words, F this, at the top. It said it on Billy's, and it said it on Jane's. And I didn't realize it until I got a text after the show from Billy's teacher with a pic. Luckily, Billy can't read, but Jane on the other. So I get home from work last night, I'm like, how was school? And she says, there was a very bad word in my lunch today. Yeah, I don't know how the pad even got in our house, but Daddy's blind and dumb. So today, in case you didn't know, is the start of the Lunar New Year. 2022 is the year of the tiger. Last year was the year of the ox. And, of course, 2016 through 2020 were the years of the pig. It is also, today is the very first day of Black History Month and the start, that's right, of 28 days of the worst woman you went to high school with complaining on Facebook that there's no White History Month. No, All History Month. But Mike Pence is not having a great Black History Month so far. This is the month where he usually really shines, but Vice President Pence is in the doghouse with his former owner, Donald Trump, who put out an angry statement over the weekend repeating his claim that Pence had the power to overturn the election in his favor. Today, he went about 8 steps further with what is certainly among the top 5 craziest statements made by a former president of the United States. He wrote on paper, because he's not allowed to post on Twitter, so pathetic to watch the unselect committee of political hacks, liars, and traitors work so feverishly to alter the Electoral College Act so that a vice president cannot ensure the honest results of the election. When just 1 year ago, they said that the vice president has absolutely no right to ensure the true outcome or results of an election. In other words, they lied, and the vice president did have this right, blah, blah, blah. If Nancy Pelosi, who's in charge of Capitol Security, had taken my recommendation and substantially increased security, there would have been no January 6th as we know it. That's a good one. If Nancy Pelosi had listened when I told her to protect the Capitol from me and my idiots, none of this would have happened. But, oh, there's more. Therefore, the Unselect Committee should be investigating why Nancy Pelosi did such a poor job of overseeing security and why Mike Pence did not send back the votes for recertification or approval, in that it has now been shown that he clearly had the right to do so. You understand, he's calling for an investigation of his own vice president. This is like Bonnie calling for an investigation into Clyde. It makes... And the saddest part is Mike Pence is so pathetic, he'd probably agree. He'd be like, yes, I should be investigated. Trump is turning on everyone. Tomorrow, he'll be demanding they arrest Tiffany for not signing his birthday card. This was his running mate. How does this make sense to anyone? I have to ask those of you who are still supporting this lunatic, why are you still supporting this lunatic? We also learned today, it's mind-boggling. So you know how Trump had to hand over all his records related to January 6th? Well, when they finally handed them over, they were forced to. Many of them had been torn into pieces and had to be taped back together. They'd been personally ripped up by Trump. The National Archive didn't explain how they know they were ripped up by Trump. My guess is tiny little barbecue sauce fingerprints, but apparently he used to do this a lot. He was under the impression that the documents couldn't be put back together because his son Eric ate all the glue at the White House. Trump had such a habit of ripping up important documents, they had to hire people whose job was to tape them back together. I love that Robert Mueller couldn't get him, but Trump might finally get brought down by a roll of Scotch tape. And this is all especially interesting when you consider what he said back in 2020 about Nancy Pelosi tearing her copy of his State of the Union speech in half.
Well, I thought it was a terrible thing when she ripped up the speech. First of all, it's an official document. You're not allowed. It's illegal what she did. She broke the law.
Well, and so did you, I guess. It's, according to the New York Times, this is some story. Listen very closely to this. 6 weeks after the election, Trump instructed Rudy Giuliani to call the Department of Homeland Security to see if they could legally take control of the voting machines in swing states he lost, which, of course, they could not. Trump tried 3 times to seize the voting machines. He had a memo drawn up asking the Department of Defense to do it, but never issued it. He asked Bill Barr to have the Department of Justice do it. They said no. He asked Giuliani to have the Department of Homeland Security do it. They said no. His team even floated the idea of having the military seize the machines, but Giuliani shot that down. He felt ordering the military to seize voting machines would be beyond the pale. And do you realize how crazy a plan has to be for Rudy Giuliani to be like, now, wait a minute. You know you've gone too far when you make Recount Dracula think twice, okay? The FDA yesterday gave their official seal of approval to Moderna's COVID vaccine, which is great news for the 38 million people who got it a year ago. It's like when you get off a roller coaster and the carny says, the seatbelts are working. The vaccine, which for reasons I will never comprehend, is being called Spikevax, which is like a Pokemon or something, but that's the name Moderna is going with, and they're already hard at work trying to make it a household word.
For 2 years, Moderna has been working night and day to develop a life-saving COVID-19 vaccine so you and your loved ones can get back to what really matters. Family, friendship, eating indoors at an Olive Garden, falling in love while eating indoors at an Olive Garden. This is the fabric that forms the beautiful quilt we call life. And we here at Moderna are proud to add a new fabric, one that was just approved by the FDA. We're talking about Spikevax! Hey, you.
Me?
Me? What vaccine did you get?
Moderna?
Wrong! You got Spikevax! What's Spikevax? Glad you asked, you stupid piece of Spikevax is Moderna's FDA-approved COVID-19 vaccine. It's got all the life-saving ingredients with an extra dose of hell yeah! Eat my Johnson & Johnson! So when a pharmacist asks you what vaccine you want, what are you gonna tell them?
I'm going to tell them that I want Moderna.
No!
Did you spit on me?
Don't worry, you won't get sick because you're getting Spikevax. We're approved by the FDA, bitch. Spikevax is brought to you by thousands of hardworking scientists and also Dolly Parton.
Now I like it. A week from Sunday here in Los Angeles, Super Bowl 56, the Cincinnati Bengals against our hometown Los Angeles Rams. Of course, the big football news today is Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, announced that he's calling it quits. What he has accomplished is amazing. 22 years in the league, 7 Super Bowl victories, 5 MVP trophies, and all while eating just 1 almond a day. It is... A quarterback retiring at 44 is like the rest of us retiring from our jobs at 95. So... Tom Brady did a lot for the Patriots and for Tampa and the sport of football, but he's also done a lot for goats. You know, people don't mention before they were associated with him, they were like the 12th most popular farm animal. The big question now is what happens to Gronk? I mean, do they just release him into the Everglades? Let him live among the gators and snakes for a while? Tom Brady has a lot of passionate fans, but none more than a very bright little boy from Seekonk, Massachusetts. He was named after his idol, and we thought it might be nice to check in and see how he's doing. Say hello to Tommy Brady Fitzpatrick, everybody. Oh, what a cute little fella. Sleepy. Hi, Tommy. How you doing?
Oh, Judas Priest, not you again. Like this week wasn't had enough? First we get smacked with a bomb cyclone, now I got this chubby lesbian on my zoo.
And I'm not... listen, Tommy, I just wanted to get your thoughts about Tom Brady retiring, because I know you're...
Please, come on. Tom Brady's not retiring. It's a hoax, just like that coronavirus. The libtard lefty media got it all wrong again. Tommy Terrific spent 22 years faking out defenders on the gridiron, and now he faked out you turd burglar. What a sucker!
No, well, hold on, Tommy. I know there was some confusion over the weekend, but today Tom himself announced he's retiring. He posted it.
No, sir.
Yeah, he did. He
No,
tweeted it. It was
sir.
It was on Instagram and everything. So.
Don't you with me, Kimmel. Not you.
It's true. I'm not making it up.
No. This can't be happening.
Oh, come on now.
Tom Brady's like Superman. He's Captain America. You know, superheroes, they don't retire. They're supposed to live forever.
I know.
Oh my God, I'm starving. Every time I cry, this happens. If my mother was here, I'd suck a floppy knocker dry. Starving.
Okay, where is your mother, Tommy?
No, not that it's any of your business,
Yeah.
but Ma, she won $800 on scratches. So she took an Uber to Foxwood. She's gonna let it ride. When you're hot, you're hot. You got a problem with that?
No, I know.
You got a problem?
I just am worried about you being home alone, that's all. Is anybody watching you?
Ew, gross. Now you sound like my priest. Is that you, Father O'Toole? Huh? For the record, I am not interested wicked not interested in you watching me. Spank you very much.
Okay, well, what is that you're eating there, Tommy?
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
It's lobster mac and cheese. Oh, there's the claw. Claw. It's lobster mac and cheese. And we take a couple cannolis from Mike's Pastries in the North End, throw them in a blender. I call it supper.
Oh, well, it sounds delicious.
The claw's the best part. It's a local delicacy.
What? What do you think Tom Brady is going to do now that he's retiring? Do you think he'll come back to Boston?
What do I think he'll do? I mean, do I have to spell it out for you? It's pretty obvious.
Well, what is he going to do?
Crystal clear. Okay. First, he retires. That's step one. Check. Next, he's going to divorce Giselle. Then he's going to marry my ma. He's going to move right here to Seekonk, next to the Speedway. Then he's going to unretire, re-sign with the Pats, build a time machine, go back to 2020, throw some baby batter in my mother. I'm born. He's my dad. Pats win 5 more straight Super Bowls. You got it?
I got it. You have a very, very active imagination, Tommy. So. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Tommy. Oh, everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Everything all right? Everything all right? Do not condescend me, all right? I will kick your shriveled little balls up and down the neighborhood. From Winchester to Winchendon, from Mattapan to Mattapoisett, from Ponkapog Public Golf Course to Papaneset Beach.
All right. Oh, come on now. Don't cry. Please don't cry. That's not...
Child services, if you are watching, this pervert from Hollywood is saying that Tom Brady's not gonna travel through time to have sex with my mom.
Tommy, please stop. Please stop. Oh, you're peeing. I think your diaper is loose now. Oh, yeah. There's something going on. I'm so sorry. Please don't cry.
For real?
Yes.
You sorry?
I am sorry, yeah.
You mean it?
Yeah, I do mean it.
You apologize.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
I got you, you friggin' apologize. Right. Go Pats!
Thank you, Tommy.
Go Pats! Let's go Pats!
Fitzpatrick. He's a baby with a very, very, very dirty mouth. All right. If you like that video, click subscribe and we'll be together until one of us dies.